Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Pickles Picks. Hope everyone had a fun and happy holiday with their family. It was nice to come down and see mine. As you can see, I'm coming from Papa Pic's house in South Florida. Hope everyone has a safe and happy New Year as well. So let me get into the disclaimer and then we'll get into our information for the day.
It is important to remember that this is not financial advice. I am not asking you to buy or sell anything within this video. Everything discussed on this channel is supposed to be used for informational and education purposes. If you or anyone you know might have a gambling problem, please reach out to 1-800-522-4700 for help.
Cool. So we had a pretty unbelievable week last week. If you were a wagerer of $100, you made 7 years of your membership last week alone. So I'll get into the record in a second. Let me just pull the Discord up real quick. So as you can see, we went 113, 74, and 1, which is 42.35 units, which is $4,235. And also, don't forget to follow the socials like the Instagram and the Twitter because they get updated a lot more than YouTube. And we had an extra free play that hit last week, so make sure you follow them. Or you can join because the new code for a free month is BOWL, BOWL, for the college football season. So, like I said, 7 years because 4,235 divided by $50 a month is 84.7 months, and that divided by 12 months is just over 7 years worth of your membership in a week. $50 membership, 1 week paid for in 7 years. So, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't get much more efficient than that. And behind me is the Duke game, which looks like we're about to hit. So we're hitting our college football bowl games about 65 to 70%, but the teasers are hitting at almost 80%. So yesterday we even had, as you can see, we went 3-1 on teasers, and the only one that missed yesterday was the Memphis by 2. So I'll get into this week's record in a second, but yeah, unbelievable week last week. We have new equipment, which is awesome. There's a ring light above, right next to the web camera to keep the face bright now, and a microphone, so none of the audio is diluted. So like I said a couple months ago, the channel was going to keep improving, and slowly but surely we're getting there. So let's get into Louies Bets from last segment. So he went 2-2, but like I said, there was an extra free play from last Sunday that was on our Twitter and Instagram. So make sure you follow them. It's at Pickles Picks on Twitter and at _Pickles Picks on Instagram. So the two that he lost were Marist in basketball -4 and Baker Mayfield over 16.5 completions. And he had a terrible game. He had like 12 completions. The two that he hit were Grambling State and Liberty over 128, and then the USF money line. And then the fifth play that we did online was the Giants +4 at the Vikings, and they lost by 3 on a 61-yard field goal. So that hit. And we have a teaser behind me. It's on commercial, but it's Duke +4 and under 70. So that should hit. So you can add another 100 to this week's record probably when I go through it, because it's like the middle of the fourth quarter, and I think Duke's up 23-13. So unless something crazy happens and it goes to like quadruple overtime, I don't see that under or the over hitting. Like I said, unbelievable week last week. $4,235. That's insane. Like our success rate last week was well over 70%, which is crazy for 185 bets. So we started this week. The Google Sheet is still in progress. Remember, I was talking about that. That takes a while to get done. It's all manual, but I'm up to like November now. So once I get through, I'll start showing you guys that, and I'll upload it to the shared drive. So let's get into this week. So the Discord's pulled up here, and we started. So Monday we went 10-2. Plus 660, had a great day. Only lost one money line game, which I should have done the spread on anyway, and then a Jazz spread. And everything else hit pretty handily. So 10-2. And then yesterday we went 5-7-2, but we had one loss by 2 and 2 pushes. So the loss by 2 was the teaser. The over I think was 50, or the over was 50, and it ended at 48. So that sucks. There's not much you can do about that. But check out this push. So I didn't even realize this because I fell asleep during the game, but teams that are trailing by 9 points with 35 seconds left are 0 and 13,884 in the history of the NBA. And the Knicks were up 9 with 35 seconds left. It went to overtime, and they lost by 5, and they were +5. So as you can see, that pushed, which is just ridiculous. Like, only me and the Knicks would, it's one thing happen out of 14,000 times in the history of the league. So as you can see here as well, I had a couple new guys join this week, so we're up to like 80 people, and so let's keep it growing. If you refer someone, you get a free month, and your referral gets a free month. And don't forget about the code BOWL for a free month. So you really have nothing to lose. If I'm making $4,000 a week over here, you might as well check it out, right? So that puts us at the end of our recaps and all of that stuff. So let me get into Louis' picks for tonight. So he's 32, 13, and 1 now, which is 72%. So his sample size keeps going up, and the percentage isn't really changing. So that just shows that it's consistently pretty good. Like 2 and 2 is a bad day, which I mean is not a winning day, but we have never had an under 500 day besides the juice on the Vegas lines. So he's got four of them for us tonight. Let me put him up here. And I have a Christmas edition of him, I believe. Yes, I do. There he is next to his little Christmas tree. And let's get into it. So we have a super teaser for football, which is, it acts like a parlay. A regular teaser gives you 7 points on the spread or the over-under. A super teaser gives you 10. But if you push, you lose the whole thing. That's the catch. So the super teaser we have is Kansas and Arkansas under 80. 65 is projected on the model. UNC Oregon under 86, 72 is projected on the model. And then Ole Miss and Texas Tech under 82, 67 projected on the model. So you're getting 15, 14, and 15 points per game, which is 2 touchdowns. So that's pretty good value. And then our second one is Fordham -1. It's a NCAA men's game. It's in a neutral site. They're playing 7-5 Davidson. So this one is probably the one I'm most nervous about. It does still have a 70% chance according to the model. The projected score is 74-68, so you're getting 5 points. And then the third free play that we have is Missouri State and Northern Iowa over 129. The projected score is 70-68, which is 138. The model's giving it a 75% chance to hit. And our fourth and final one is Air Force basketball +17. This is a rare A on the model. They don't usually rate games at an A level, but it's got a 76% chance to cover with a projected score of 70-63. So they project them to lose by 7, but the spread's 17, so you're getting 10 points on that. Like I said, the super teaser doesn't have a percentage because it's just me doing a teaser, but I'm unless some game goes to like quadruple overtime, I can't really see these games going into the mid-80s. So yeah, I mean, that's our free plays for today. I hope everyone has a safe and happy new year, and I'll check in after the new year starts. See you, everyone.